3, the number of episodes left on Michael's weekly Hangout with Michael show. 3, the number of episodes before you can get a copy on New Year's Day of the top 8 points in the history of the Hangout with Michael show. This can be yours, downloadable. When do you need to join us? You need to join us in episode number 321, January 1st. Join me live here on the Hangout with Michael show. We're summarizing the entire year with the top 8 favorites. I got a talented graphic artist do this infographic for me. You'll have it forever. And when you look at it, you'll say, I know that, I know that, I know that, because you have been following this show for 266 episodes. Maybe not you, but some other people have. My name is Michael Loge. I'm the host of the Hangout with Michael show, Captain Obvious. And we're glad that you joined us again. Episode number 266. It is the Ask Me Anything, but there's just not me. I brought in some help. Good morning, John. Introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. Yes, my name is John, and I'm an emotion code and body code practitioner specializing in chronic pain and mental health, living in Vancouver, but helping people all over the world. And I'll be reading some of the comments today, so if you're watching live, say hello. We're answering questions again, law of attraction, law of connection, your life purpose, emotion code. So if you have a question on anything, we've got the answers.
Yes. Hey, and if you're sitting at home thinking, I wonder if the emotion code could help with this or this or this, take advantage of John being here today. It's very likely he's had an experience working with it. He's been in the business for many years, more than probably 80% of the emotion code practitioners, including me. He's been one of the long-standing practitioners. So give him a shout out today. Ask him about something if you're thinking of something, you or your kids, or your horse or your cat or your dog. Yeah, I know. So that is the emotion code work from John. And good morning, John. Let's go out. Let's see who's joined us today and remind people that today is Ask Us Anything. It could be about my 3 best-selling books or not. Or it could be about, how do you write a best-selling book 3 times? Or how do you write a book that people will never want to give away and want to keep forever? I can help you with that too. I don't know. Ask us anything. If we know it, we'll help you out. John, let's go out and see who is here, please.
Yeah, hello, Natasha Paula Samuel. She says, hello, Michael John, as usual. Looking forward to another great show.
Hey, Natasha from the UK.
Jennifer Towner's here. Says, good morning.
Jennifer Towner.
And Sylvia Bellini.
Yeah, go ahead, Sylvia.
You're on the air, Sylvia. Hello, dark now in London. Cold and sunny. Looking forward to a great show.
Good morning. Good afternoon to you, Sylvia. And Jennifer Towner's from the Evergreen State. I wonder why it's called Evergreen. Captain Obvious, because it's green forever. We have the same climate, actually, as Washington, so more rain than snow, which I like. Kelly Carson peeked her head in saying, I'm here, but not here. Okay.
Peekaboo. Maybe at work. Kareem Beach Murray's here, says good morning. Dawn Boehm's here. This is good morning. Catherine Ho says it's raining in Toronto. Yeah. And Toran Aristays here says, hello, super guys. Holly Pittas, hi from a balmy Wisconsin. And Chris Katina says, hi guys, finally a chance to watch you live. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you. Nice having everybody with us today. Reminder, today's, Jennifer Towner, she's asking the obvious question. Where do babies come from?
The stork.
Isn't that funny, the stories, the stork? I wonder what the origin of that is. Why storks?
Got some homework today.
Could they be an uglier bird? Stork. Even the name stork.
Who named that bird?
Now I'm going to hear from the Stork Association.
Yeah.
Right. The protection of the reputation of Stork Association. Hey, I'm allowed not to like the name. Yeah, Jennifer Towner. Good.
Hermelia Parham just joined in. Says, good morning, bros. Happy to be joining you from a rainy Parksville. And Helena's here as well. Hello, Helena.
Woohoo. Hey, I'm really excited. Helene and I, we live on the island, and it's a little bit bigger than Gilligan's Island. So when you meet somebody that's like you kind of grab onto them, right? It's like, hey, there's someone else on the island that's like me. And surprisingly, we are uncovering lots of people on Vancouver Island like us, so much so that I have started a meetup group on meetup.com, and we are giving our first meetup presentation for 60 people on the emotion code. And so that's our new meetup group. So you can go to meetup.com and you can look for it, search my name or emotion code, and you can like the group. And then when I come to a city near you, probably on Vancouver Island, Victoria, Nanaimo, maybe Parksville, we will be going up the island and doing this great work. But tonight we were invited to, it's Victoria's meetup group for Metaphysical Intuitive Group. And the registrations are through the roof. I'm sorry. Do I look surprised? Do I have anything blocking, stopping me from getting through the roof registrations? Oh, I do. Let me clear them. Oh, I don't. Okay, what's happening? Registrations through the roof. So Helene and I are doing it tonight. We are giving an emotion code presentation. We're going to show people all the things that we work on during the with emotion code. We're going to have people follow along the emotion code chart, and we're going to bring people to the front of the room. And here's who we're looking for tonight. We're looking for someone that has chronic pain. Check, done. We're looking at someone that's had lots of relationship challenges, maybe a broken heart, maybe a heartache. We're looking for someone that we're looking for someone that has a food item that is their problem food item. I don't know. Is it coffee? Is it muffins? Is it jujubes? Is it licorice? Is it potato chips? Is it a tall, extra hot, double squirt, no foam, 108 degrees latte from Starbucks 3 times a day? So that's what we're looking for tonight. We're going to go and have fun, Michael Loche style. Okay, so that's Helena's with us. Thank you, Helena, and our friend Permelia. We'll probably see her sometime in 2019. So welcome to everybody that's joined us. Okay, oh good. Helena just posted the link to that, and Catherine Ho's got a story for us. Catherine says, I have an amazing law of attraction receipt. Because, sometimes, John, were you with us when I did the shows called Show Me the Receipts?
Oh, yeah.
And I'd wave some, show me the receipts. What are your law of attraction receipts? So I like that she referenced that. I was craving ice cream. Craving as in sending out the vibration of craving ice cream because I was giving it attention, energy, and focus. And when I gave the attention, energy, and focus to the craving of the ice cream, law of attraction could not unfold and orchestrate. Okay, that was my sidebar. She didn't say that. Back to her. I've got an amazing law of attraction receipt to tell. I was craving ice cream. I noticed people eating ice cream in the mall. Then I found a loyalty card with the free ice cream in the mall. I was in heaven.
Nice.
Catherine, that's how it's done. Okay? And every time you tell the story about finding the free ice cream, now you're sending the vibration of your abundantness and your willingness to receive things for free. So every time somebody like you shares their story, they're causing themselves to give more attention to their abundantness or their attractability, which is your ability to attract. So go ahead, everybody, tell us what you're attracting. And in doing so, helps you include the vibration of what you attract. And the only way to include anything is to send the vibration of it. Do that here in the chat. Let us know. John, I'm going to sit back.
Everyone wants ice cream now. I certainly do. Just thinking about, there's this ice cream shop in my town here. It's been there for like 30 years. I might have to go down there today. Thanks, Catherine.
Sylvie Bellini. Proving the yeast worked, ? Thanks for the info. Probably going to go research it.
Fun fact. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so John, I've been having fun pulling this little document together. I'm doing this so people can't really read it. And right now we're numbering some key points of what the favorite things were. What I like about this is going to be like an assessment. So when people print this off, they're going to look at each of the items on here and thinking, hey, I knew that. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that makes sense. But how'd I give it to them before they've been hanging out with us on Friday's show? They would say, what does that mean? I want you to read number 8, John, and pretend you just picked this up at the mall. What does it say?
I get what I vibrate.
Yeah. Talk about that at the mall. They'll say, what are you talking about? But you know what? Because you've been watching the Hangout with Michael, possibly 266 episodes, you know what that means. Out of all the things that we talk and do and explain and explain and explain, everything for 266 episodes rolls up to that. I get what I vibrate. The real question is, what was causing me to send the vibration that caused me to attract what it is that I was attracting? You see how it makes sense now? Tip number 8. There's 8 of them. January 1st, New Year's Day. This will be downloadable after that class. You can print it off in color and pin it on the wall, and you can hold your head up high. And you can say, I'm a deliberate attractor when I'm following these 8 points. And I'm going to help you remember what they are. Okay, John, carry on.
Is there like a pre-sale to that, certain people can get in on? No questions. We need questions.
Yes. Now, Silver Bellini says, does chocolate count? I fancied some chocolate, and my husband brought some for me. Marvelous.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
That's a win.
Depends on whether you ask for it or not. You know, the thing with law of attraction, if you build a list of what you want, then you go shopping for it, you didn't even let law of attraction have a chance to unfold and orchestrate to bring it to you. You see, your job is to build the list of what you want and get rid of the negative doubt that's stopping it from coming to you. You don't have to do anything. Your work is not to do anything. Your work is to desire and send the vibration without negative vibrations that diluted it. Then people say, well, aren't I supposed to take action? Yes. You'll know when it's time to take action by how something feels. So, that's the one I want. But don't take the first one. It's it's rarely a perfect match. But it's an indicator what you're sending vibrationally. So go check out what you just attracted and find out how close it is to what you desire. Don't marry it on the first date. Go on the first date and find out how close you were vibrating that type of relationship or customer or client or whatever it is. Just like on Google. When you do a search for Google, you press enter, Google brings you some things back. The first one isn't always the perfect one, but it's close. And it's an indicator how well Google translated what it is you were looking for. You don't get ticked off at Google if it doesn't get it right. You know what you say? Hey, thanks, Google. You're really close. Let me change my words a little bit so you understand better. You see how we help Google? But we don't help law of attraction when we complain that that's not what I wanted. This is horrible. You have to thank the universe, and the universe isn't waiting for thanks, but it helps you acknowledge what was correct. Here's what was correct in that, what I just took. I like this and this and this, and here's the 3 parts that I didn't like. So I'd like to resubmit my clarity about what I desire. Of course, being careful not to talk about what you do want, but observing it briefly so you can quickly go from what you don't want to what you do want. And now that you're giving attention to what you do want, law of attraction is only responding to the current vibration. It doesn't remember what the vibration was yesterday or the day before. It's not a scorekeeper. It's not keeping track of your vibration. It's not smart enough. It's not a doer, it's a matcher, it being law of attraction. Hashtag. Thank you very much.
Woo! Great, awesome, yeah. So we have a question and actually an update.
I don't know if that was an answer to something, if I was answering something with all that, but it was fun.
I'm not too sure.
Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, update from Jennifer Towner on her law of attraction and emotion code work and the art career. So she delivered artwork to Seattle Art Museum rental sales gallery on Tuesday, and in less than 24 hours, they had leased 4 of her prints and have 2 sales on other work.
Okay,
awesome.
Very good. Yep.
Awesome update. Good for you, Jennifer.
Sharing that story right now caused you to give it more attention, energy, and focus. The longer the story, the more that you're including it. So not right here offline, but what you could be doing today is go to your Cora's restaurant. You know, my friend Cora, the one with the big supersized placemats that are blank on the back. And I want you to write down everything that you like about the Seattle Art Museum rental sales and how quick they were and how they agreed on the price and how fast they paid and how this. So just be in the energy of how great it was to get them rented. And here's the beauty. You can rent them again and again. I mean, this is long-term money. Get excited about getting those rentals. And as law of attraction is eavesdropping on your vibration, it could not catch you, including the vibration of ideal rentals. So go ahead, brag about it. Tell 10 friends. Welcome to Corinne Beach Murray. Do you have any tips for how to get over fear of getting in front of people for the first time? Now, John, how would you word the emotion code question? By the way, if you're new to the Hangout with Michael show, we're talking about the emotion code. It's a process developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and it involves a chart of 60 unprocessed negative emotions. And John and I are in the business of removing them. Not with our fingers, but with intention at a distance, hence the word distance healing. So, John, if you were going to help Corinne come up with a sentence to ask her subconscious mind about what are the trapped emotions that are causing me to feel fearful, can you help her out? How would you ask that question?
Yeah, well, fear is the obvious one, but first of all, I'd probably do confidence. So is there trapped emotion can clear to boost my confidence to speak in public?
Yeah.
Or a trapped emotion I can clear to help reduce the fear. Yeah.
Anxiety, maybe.
What's that?
Yeah. Could be anxiety. She might have anxiety about doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it's excitement too. Just too much excitement. So, preventing me from staying calm and grounded. That kind of wording. That's what I'd do.
Mm-hmm. You and I had this conversation earlier. There's a difference between anxious and anxiety. Like, oh, I'm anxious about tonight. Like I'm a racehorse. Doing that with my hoofs. It's like I'm excited. I can't wait to get out. Anxiety would be nervous. In my head, they're the two words. So
yeah,
I'm anxious about tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Now, and then I switch it to my word, looking. I'm looking forward to it. I'm saying, are you excited? No, but I'm looking forward to it. And you can even measure it first. Like, what is my level of fear? Oh, it's a 10 out of 10. And then keep doing the emotions till you get them all deleted.
Yeah, for me, doing presentations, there's always a little bit of that. And, my first time doing a presentation on my own too, it was a very, very anxious, a lot of fear. But, you just do it. And at the end, everyone tells you how awesome you were and you feel good. And yeah, you look forward to the next one.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Our friend Chris is asking a question. Okay, guys, I got a question. I've been purging my house this year. I've given away some things and have some items for sale. The audience that's looking at my items for sale, which are already heavily discounted, are trying to get me to sell for less. I put in my vibrational bubble positive statements and that the items for sale will sell at the price I want. Yet, I just got another person email me with a ridiculous low offer. What else can I do? So, yeah, I'm gonna give you the Michael Loche. This might sting a bit, okay? The attention, energy, and focus that you're creating about getting rid of these things is really stopping you from moving forward. So there's a cost to this energy. Matter of fact, this problem, when you get the email, just contaminated your vibration. Even though you're positive and you're a positive thinker and you're putting everything in a pink bubble, you're doing what you need to do to give it attention, energy, and focus. That last email, ridiculous low offer, so that is contaminating your overall vibration. And there's a price for that. And the price is called reducing your positive vibration to a negative vibration. It's not what you want, but these emails are causing it. So if your real goal is to rid yourself of everything, then just get rid of it. Get rid of the attachment that you need to get this much money for it. Take the money and run. And reduce the amount of resistance and negative vibration or statements. And, or, in addition to, I would do an emotion code session and said, what is causing me to trigger, to resist, to be stubborn, not to take the money? It's costing you more to have it than just to get rid of it. I know you probably have a little rebuttal around that, but again, here is the juggler. John, tell people what this is a picture of for our podcast friends.
Yeah, it's a picture of a guy holding plates on sticks, and he's juggling
That's
job,
right.
money, love, relationships, clients.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a few
on.
more.
It takes a lot of work. Like my life is juggling. I can't imagine being a partner and have children. Oh, where would I? I don't even have a plate for that. So to think that I would have a plate that included all these incomplete items that need to get rid of. Well, there's something that I do once in a while. I don't know, Chris. Hope you're still with me. Love you to Reese's Pieces. I just want to help. I forgot my point. I wanted to remember it. So I'm just going to recap what we're talking about now is keeping your, getting rid of the things that are taking up energy. Remember the energy plug example? I'm looking for it, can't find it. It's the string of plugs. And then, where's your energy plugged in? Plugged into that. Just let it go. Have an emotion code session. Get rid of the resistance or the stubbornness or whatever that might be. You'll be glad when it's out of the way. You'll be able to breathe. And you can't attract positive stuff every time you're sending that negative vibe. Hey, Chris, let me know out of any of that what helped. Good. What else, John? What's going on?
A couple questions here. Sylvia Bellini has a question. How precise do your requests have to be? Can we just ask for what we want in general terms for our highest good?
Okay. Here's what's important about law of attraction. Get real close, everybody. It doesn't know what your highest good is. If it did, it would be a judger. It would be able to make a judgment about what is good for you. But law of attraction isn't a judger. John, say it when you know it. Law of attraction is not a judger. It is a...
vibration matcher?
That's right. It's a vibration matcher. But the law of attraction, bring me the highest good. Law of attraction thinking, can't find that. Where do you find that? Because it's matching. So you decide what you want brought to you. Or at least the experience that you want to have. It doesn't say, I want to have this job or this kind of, here's the experience I want to have with that. I know, it's, I've said a few challenging things. One time I did a show here on Miss. I really ticked some people off in that one.
Right.
Hashtag IDC. Hashtag IDC. And, the expressions brought to you here are brought to you by me, Captain Obvious, right here. Oh, the universe is testing me. No. The universe isn't testing anybody. It's responding to the vibration that you're sending. It's not a tester, it's a matcher. The universe will figure out what I need. No, it's not a figure or outer. The universe will match what you give your attention to. You decide what you need. Oh, I've got a lot of them. John, let's go back to the room, please. Go ahead.
Great. Yeah. Another question. They're coming in here.
Go
from
ahead,
Jennifer
Paul,
Towner.
you're on the air.
Jennifer Towner has a question. I was watching one of your courses for emotion code practitioners about using the know, like, and trust factor to get clients. You mentioned your use of social media to promote familiarity. Are Facebook Live and YouTube still your favorites?
What's the last piece?
Facebook Live and YouTube still your favorites?
Yes. And I want to tell you about my strategy. So we're talking about the know, like, and trust factor. If you think about when you purchase something from somebody or a service, it's very likely that you had to trust them first. Unless you're going into Walmart and you buy a pair of underwear. That's different. But I'm talking about hiring a practitioner or buying a car or something. So you had to trust the person. Before you trusted them, you had to like them. And before you liked them, you had to get to know them. This is Zig Ziglar formula right here. So Jennifer, who was asking the question again? Jennifer was saying, so, because people say, wow, Michael, you've been doing 266 Facebook live shows for 5 years. Well, guess what? It's what I do to help people to get to know me. And you either like me or you don't, or maybe you're in the middle. They're all okay too. And then after people get to like me, and then you're like, Susan Arthur, she's a top fan +1. Jennifer, top fan. That's not my judgment. That's Facebook calling you guys top fans. It's like, Yeah, well, guess what? You're all getting to know me. You're all getting to like me. And when the time comes, you might say, you know what? It's time for an emotion code session. I'm going to work with Michael or John. You're not going to go online and Google an emotion code practice. You probably won't do that unless you want to work with the woman, and then, well, then you might do that. But you trust us, you like us, you know our style. So that's what this is all about. So back to your question, Facebook Live, definitely. Now, I want you to write these down for us. Number 1, go Facebook Live. Number 2, upload the Facebook Live to YouTube. Number 3, upload the YouTube video to podcast, audio and video. Number 4, upload video to a blog entry on your website. And that's what's called repurposing. This one show today, within 45 minutes, shout out to my buddy Alam, within a half hour of this show, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be all over Google because it's on my blog, and it'll be uploaded to iTunes and uploaded to Stitcher within 45 minutes. So even if there's only 10 people watching today, this show has a huge shelf life. There. And she's referring to my program. I do 2 things. I mentor emotion code practitioners. This is very important. And I also have another free series. It's the 8-part series. And the first part is free, by the way, if you're an emotion code practitioner or healer. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/the digit 8 session, and you can download a video training with the workbook. And I'm going to give you the words that you need to be using so people get to know and like you better when you're explaining the emotion code. Okay, John, bring it on, please.
Absolutely. Helena is replying to Corrine, says, I needed several emotion code sessions to get me started doing small group presentations. Yep. And Susan Arthur is here, says hello. I am cold and very tired, but so glad to join you both. Welcome, welcome. Jennifer hasn't seen The Juggler, and Sylvia wants to know if it's new.
Well, you know what? I've been doing 266 episodes. So Sylvia and Jennifer, you just outed yourself that you haven't watched all 266 episodes. Because we did a whole show just on that.
Yeah.
If you go to my YouTube account and you scan, look for this. You know how we always do a little picture? That's why. If you scan 266 episodes and see this picture, watch this one. It's fun and it's funny.
Probably so back in the double digits, new, right?
But I keep all of them, and, you know, sometimes I repeat myself. Holly Peters, your enthusiasm is always inspiring. Thank you.
Likes you.
Delilah Cordova's with us. Good morning, Delilah.
Hey. Yeah, Sylvia says thank you.
Yeah, Sylvia says thank you very much. The universe can't judge what's our highest good. We're having fun here today. Now, John, John and I have a very popular show in Saturdays. You know, we're winding this show down. It'll be 269 episodes in 5 years. The last one on January 1st. I'm giving off the top 8 summary for the whole year. You'll be able to get this, print it off, hang it on your wall, and hold your head up high and say, I know it all. Thanks to Michael Loche and the team at HangoutWithMichael.com. And I forgot where I was going with that point.
Bro Show.
Bro Show. So John and I have been doing a show on Saturday that turned out to be, hey, John, do you want to do a Facebook Live? This was like maybe 14 months ago, and we've been doing one every Saturday with the odd exception when either one of us are traveling. And we are very successful in doing it. We are inspiring many people to learn more about the emotion code. And practitioners, if you're a practitioner, you got to be watching, because even though you'll just see our style, you'll hear us ask questions, and it's a great point. I wish I had us when I was learning, right? I wish I was able to watch other people do it and understand it and get the big picture. So.
Oh man, I can't agree more. I came certified 6 years ago, and found you 2 years ago, or we found each other. But yeah, there was no emotion code marketing training,
Yeah.
and if there was, it wasn't good. There was some.
I think we're pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
I love when I haven't heard somebody from like 30 years. They said, you know what? I've been looking for you. I don't know. Did you go to Google? Or did you go to the old high school and look there? No.
So anyways, yeah, Bro Show tomorrow is part 3 of 4 of our Living and Eating Healthy series.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we've been doing these 4-part series recently. Last one was helping entrepreneurs and business owners. Right now we're doing Living and Eating Healthy, kind of like a little warm up for the New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
To help people, because a lot of people do kind of light the fire under their butts in January.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we're putting this together to help out people that way. And yeah, so tomorrow is part 3. And join us tomorrow if you want to get in on that, eating and living healthy.
That's right. And the emotion code, not only do we work with people at a distance over the video or telephone, we can work with people's children that are not even present. And I worked with a young guy, 7 years old, via his mother, who was a picky eater, 7 years old. Okay, I'll say it once. He didn't like cake. And that wasn't a bad thing, but he also didn't like a lot of foods. And the mother was listing all the foods. I did an emotion code session with her son via her through a Facebook chat. And a week later, she came back and said, he's lost all of his pickiness. He's eating stuff he never ate before. He's asking for food he's never had before. His whole eating behavior is different.
Yeah.
And we did it live over the telephone.
He didn't even know either.
Yeah. So tomorrow is on a very important subject. And, it's not just around, part of my weight loss journey is what we're doing tomorrow is really important. It's also important for the work we do. So, John, tell people what the subject is tomorrow, because they might be stimulated and say, holy S-balls, that's me. I need to have a session. What is it on tomorrow?
Yeah, it's on drinking water. So we're looking for trapped emotions, just related to drinking water. Trapped emotions we can clear in order to enjoy water. So it is just water is so important with being healthy. Weight loss or not, it's actually pivotal, right? Everyone knows that, and some people are just like, oh, I don't drink enough water. I have like 1 glass a day. Yeah.
Oh, I just had a little rocket of joy. I remembered I don't have to be at the gym in 45 minutes. Oh, that feels so good. Shout out to my trainer. Kareem Beach Murray's asking a good question. When starting live Facebooks, how did you find the best time to do them? My favorite time of the day and my favorite day of the week. I didn't ask anybody. Remember, Corinne, this is important. The power of Facebook Live isn't just live. It's what happens after live. It's about when you put it on YouTube and you put it on iTunes. Of course, a live audience is nice. Sometimes with my in my emotion code hangout room, I might do something at 6 at night, whole batch of new people that I never get to talk to, because not everybody, Captain Obvious, not everybody's around Friday morning.
Yeah.
My energy's best. Even at nighttime when I'm doing, it's dark in my room, it just feels really different. I love the morning, so that's how I chose.
Yeah.
So
it's trial
follow
and
your
error.
own rhythm,
Yeah, and you know what? Her first bro show was like a Tuesday afternoon at like 2 or 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then we did another one. It was like, I don't know, the next week it was like Wednesday morning or something. Like it was just on a whim, right? You message me and you're like, hey, what are you doing? Okay.
Hey, let me give you some time to process this, but we're going live.
Yeah. And then we stuck with Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly Pittis is asking me a vulnerable question, but I want to answer it anyway because it's how I roll. Tell us about the process of making the decision to give up the show. Well, I'm going to use the E equals R formula, and it's effort equals return. So I've been doing the show for 5 years. It's not a ton of effort, but it is a Friday morning, There was one time, if you remember the old shows, I had panels of like 9 people. I don't know what I was thinking, but it was like, it was a lot of work and but I wanted to make sure it was perfect and everybody had to be trained. And now easy breezy. And as the show went on, you probably say, I don't have any guests anymore. John's stable. Like I don't need new people coming in. Like, in other words, I just been making it easier and easier and easier. And then it hit me about probably 15 episodes ago. I don't have anything new. I really don't have anything new. Who else could talk for 266 half hours, notwithstanding introducing the panel, about the subject of law of attraction and not repeat myself? Now, I know you like when you hear me repeat myself, because you get to check it off and say, knew that. Yeah, we like that. We like that acknowledgement. So that's why we turned it into Ask Us Anything. Right? So there's no commitment to any other than, some shows we're not asking anything. We're just saying hello to you. I mean, so now, I like structure. That's why I'm keeping the Saturday show. It'll totally be outside of my comfort zone, but I just might pop on here one day, hang up the banner and say, hey, ask me anything. You never know. But not the structure on Friday anymore. And I'm working on a new monthly interview series where I'm going to be interviewing entrepreneurs and business people that are applying law of attraction and emotion code to their business. And I already know 2 people whose business has just exploded. So we want to hear from them. You've been listening to me teach you all the tools and tips. Now let's talk to people that are applying it in their business. And I'm building that list. If you think that might be you, let me know that you've been applying it to your business. And then in the new year, I'm going to be working on that. But you'll be able to join John and I Saturday mornings on the Bro Show. Now, I am traveling a lot in January, so we'll see how much I can make. So Holly Peters, thanks for the question.
Yeah, great question. Yeah.
What else, John?
Green saying, oh man, that's me. I have trouble drinking water. Yeah. And Jennifer says she goes live all the time with her health and fitness coaching. Awesome.
Yeah, without a time, right?
Yeah.
Again, if I did something at 7 in the morning, I would probably get my friends from Malaysia, because it's in the evening for them. So There's no right or wrong time. Remember, it's the repurposing of the live show that's the value.
Yeah. Great advice. Yeah.
Shirley Pierre from Montreal's with us. Hey, Shirley. Green Beach Murray. I love the great advice you 2 give. I've learned so much. Thank you. Hey, I wish there was a me when I was learning.
Rhonda Elliott just popped in, says hello, Michael.
Rhonda Elliott's in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, Baltimore. Sheldon Foster's in the house.
Hey, Sheldon.
Rhonda
Crean's saying it's time for us to apply everything you've taught us.
Yeah.
And Sylvia's saying, that's you. And the Big Bang Theory, go out on a high. Yeah,
Rhonda's saying that she loved the whole notion of repurposing. And earlier, Rhonda, I talked about how this live show, I repurpose it 5 times. So right after the live show, you can start from the beginning. And if you have time to watch it, be some good advice there.
Mm-hmm.
So John, tomorrow's show, live, 9 o'clock, Emotion Code. We're going to talk about the process. We're at part 3 of the 4-part series on healthy eating and living. We're going to get some more updates from people that we worked on. Tomorrow, if you gag at the thought of having water, or you resist it, or you have it in your head, or whatever the BS story might be, if you're not drinking 2 liters of water a day and want to, not even want to, hey, if you don't want to, we want to talk to you. Because we're going to find out what past experience that you had trapped this unprocessed negative emotion that's causing you to not like water. Yeah, I know. You think it's crazy? Join us tomorrow and watch it live. So, John, in the meantime, if people want to know more about applying emotion code to their business, tell people how you can help them with that.
Absolutely, yeah. So helping entrepreneurs, business owners, get in line with their money goals, get their monthly money income, and getting in line with attracting their ideal clients. So yeah, it's a big program that I have. Michael as well has it as well. And a lot of business owners have seen great success in growing their business, and in a lot of different ways. So I do have a protocol, and then I always ask the client, bring a couple things too that's unique to your business. Yeah. And I'm at aliveinpeer.com if that's you.
Yeah, right behind you. Okay, thanks, John. A quick peek after. Oh, now Cass McRae. Now Facebook has given him a title. A lot of people have top fan. His is valued commenter. Now that's a judgment.
A little bit.
Facebook. How do they know that? He is a valued.
He's got great comments.
Commenter. Hey, it's Cass McRae, country and western singer, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Rhonda's going to listen to us on lunch. There you go. So, John, next week, hang out with Michael. So I want people to maybe think about what your question is. Let me know in advance. And we're going to look forward to meeting you tomorrow. John and I, John, you can go out and leave your information out in the comments below. And we'll be checking. If you have a comment, let us know. We'd love to help you out. John, let's say goodbye to our friends.
Have a great day, everyone.
See you later,
Bye-bye.
everybody.